Number 23 in the process of going from employee to entrepreneur is all about your customer storyboarding. It's such a great exercise to understand the entire customer journey, all the different places that they're going to start to see you, the engagement points, all the touch points you're going to have, understanding your avatars and mapping this entirely end to end. So you have your 3 or 4 avatars. You know that you want to go after, say, real estate agents to coach them, but real estate agents in these particular states that are doing this particular amount of revenue, that are at this particular part in their career. Awesome. 3 different avatars. Now, what we want to understand is how are we mapping our offer and where does that offer live? Does the offer live on our website? Does the offer live in a playbook? Does it live somewhere on our social media funnels? How are you mapping that offer to the right avatar? This is the most crucial component of all of your marketing, is going to be customer storyboarding. What I do, and I'm happy to send you a template if you shoot me a DM or subscribe below, is I have a Notion board that I do this with. We have all of our avatars mapped out from everyone that we want to teach personal branding to, and then we have all of our offers from just our software to software plus services, our course, all the things that we offer are absolutely mapped and married together so that we can see how much we're spending at each part of the customer journey, what platforms we're spending money on to try to acquire those new customers, how many people are actually going from a booked appointment to falling off and not actually showing up, the no-shows, how many are showing up that we're just not able to close, how many are closing that are only staying for a certain length of time with us, and so on. You want to take a very concerted effort to storyboard your entire customer journey. I promise you, do it with your business partners, do it with others in the organization. Take a time, do a weekend retreat to just do some customer storyboarding. Do this every quarter, do it every month. This is the one thing that is going to absolutely keep optimizing your business. So once you have your money model, you know you're a consultant, you know you want to go down the recurring revenue path, you know what your transformation is going to be, you know what your offer is, you know who you want to offer it to. Your website's been great, you've been posting on social media. Now it's time to understand from the customer perspective, what are they seeing at every touch point? What are they seeing on organic social media? I love this term of offering free community service, right? You want to offer community value, that you're just giving away free stuff, free YouTube. It's free, right? You're leading with value. Even though the term free is not what it costs us to produce this, because it's incredibly time and resource consuming to film all this content, to put out all these videos. However, it's free for the consumer. So at the very top of our funnel, at least for us, when we're mapping our customer journey, we give away as much free content as we possibly can. Our playbooks are free. These videos are free. We give you as much as we can to the point where you lean in and say, you know what, that's awesome, but how do I implement it? That's where we come in. We become the implementation team for all of the free content. So we lead with a ton of value through the playbooks, the videos, the courses, the CRM. And then when people really want to get serious about their business and grow, we can do one of 3 things. We can do it done with them, where we do a group or a one-on-one individual coaching call every month. We can do it for them, where we show up and we actually host and post all the content on behalf of our customer, or we do it in a way where we can make a direct investment into the business and help it grow. So 3 different versions for us of how we can grow personal brands, but I would highly encourage you, when you get to this phase, take the time that's necessary. We love Notion for this because it gives you a lot of different flavors and textures and ways to play with the avatar, the offer, and then it's not as structured as a Google Sheet, not as fluid as a Google Doc necessarily, but kind of the intersection of all things. There's some great platforms out there. There's Trello boards, there's Notion, there's a lot of kind of creative platforms that can help you customer storyboard. Choose the one that you like best, but I would highly encourage you to understand every part of the journey. What value are you delivering at every part of that journey? Social media for us, if they're on Instagram, organic, and they just found us, is going to be free advice. It's going to be basically posts and ways that you can grow your personal brand. It's going to be videos of things we're doing behind the scenes, telling the story of who we are, who we're helping, customer testimonials, all that stuff. That's the free version of what everybody gets. Then we go over to YouTube. What's our freemium version on YouTube? It's going to be this course, very high level brand building, very high level customer journey storytelling like this. So what do they get next? If they go to the first paid tier, it's going to be basically our CRM. You can build your customer storyboarding any way that you like, as long as you're adding value that's in line with the value that they're getting at every step of the process. The price should go up, the time should be more, the value should be more at every step through that customer journey. So again, if you're building a course, if you're building a system, if you're building a transformation product, that's a knowledge product. If you're a coach or a consultant, every step has value. You want to watch your team or your customers, your prospects go through the journey, and they're leveling themselves up and they're graduating. And every time they're doing that, they're getting more value and they're excited to graduate to the next thing, like you're playing Donkey Kong, right? So everything has a next step, a way for them to graduate, a way for them to get better, something for them to aspire to. And the longer that you can have that tail and that journey go on for, the more predictable, repeatable income and MRR that you're building for yourself and for your family, and the more valuable enterprise value your business has to a PE company or a VC firm that either wants to invest in you or ultimately acquire your company. So that's how I would handle the customer storyboarding, the customer journey. Do it as a team. This is usually something that requires some outside help. Interview your customers and get some feedback from them. This is a great time to have customer advocacy and start building those relationships, saying, hey, you were one of my first clients, one of my first customers. Invite them to lunch, invite them to a Zoom call, do a customer retreat where you just get customer feedback, not in the form of testimonials, but go through your whole buying process and say, what did you think about this? What were you feeling when you were here? Where were you in your own journey when you saw this ad? So you get real on the ground, very tactical feedback that you can implement into your business and have value every part of that journey. So you build a really airtight course. It could be anything. That journey for you and that transformation is very solid and delivers value at every step of the way.